Hey y'all, I'm gonna do an unboxing here. I received this in the mail today from California, and it's it is a copy. It is a used copy of Flight Simulator 2, and I just felt like doing an unboxing of this, just for the heck of it. So here we go. The box just looks so cool. It just felt like a moment. And yeah, unfortunately all of the Apple II stuff that we had, the original stuff that I had when I was a kid, my dad doesn't really know how it ended up. I don't know how you could not remember exactly, but okay, here we go. We got this. Let me get closer here. And actually, I don't have to do it this way. I can go down here. So just, oh wow, the box is like put together. Whoa, look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, holding it in my hands. I see, cause yeah, it was like a part in the eBay listing. So yeah, he just put it together like that for shipping it. Box is a little bit, it's got some wear on it. It looked better in the pictures, but this is still pretty good. I got this for like, it's like, I think it was 25 bucks, but then there's like tax and shipping and everything. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it was, I mean, in the end, I probably, with tax and shipping, I probably paid too much for it, really. But here we go. Look at that. For sure. You know what? It's got some of the smell that I remember. It's hard to explain what that is exactly, but kind of new book smell because there's books in here. Let's see what else we got. And you put that. Some packing. We have the maps. Maps are getting a little bit yellowed, but right here is oh boy, that paper is thin. That's New York right there. And oh, what, there's only two? Ooh, dude, that's not good. We didn't have all the maps. That's lame, dude. Oh no, they're double-sided. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, there's Washington, Seattle, where I live. And there's LA. This paper is really pretty thin though. I didn't remember it being like that. So obviously, yeah, New York and Chicago, the kind of main one. Very cool. There's a little bit of stains on there. coffee or some food or something. But that's cool to actually hold the physical thing. And I remember this, like a little sort of cheat sheet on the controls and stuff. Very cool. And the 2 books that came with it. Does seem like there's a little bit of sort of warpedness going on there. This was the main book, the Pilot's Handbook. Very cool. And then this was some more sort of detail. Physics and aircraft control. So there it is. It was kind of an ordeal. Whoops, it's a bit of an ordeal to get this. Partly why I'm so excited about it right now, because I don't know, eBay screwed up my order somehow and thought that, I don't know, I got a wrong tracking number on the order, and it was saying that it was delivered to North Carolina, and I was, well, at first it said it was delivered. I got an email that said it was delivered to my address here, and I didn't see it anywhere, and I was immediately freaked out because we've been having, well, I don't know if it's actually theft of packages, but I had 2 packages that I just didn't get recently, within the last couple weeks, and so I just kind of assumed that it was somebody taking them, because it does happen, or has happened in my building before. So I've just been kind of paranoid about it now whenever I get a package. So I immediately assumed, okay, package said it was delivered, tracking said it was delivered, and I don't have it. So I was like, fuck, it happened again. Excuse the language. I'm gonna have to say it's not child-proof. And then, so I texted the guy, the seller, and I was like, hey man, it said it was delivered to North Carolina. Oh, no. Then I looked, kept looking more, the details of the delivery, and I that's when I found out that it said it was delivered to North Carolina. I was like, that doesn't seem right. And then I sort of like was freaking out. I was like, oh, well, that's why it's not here. It was delivered to the wrong address. I contacted the seller, and the seller was like, no, this is use this tracking number. That was the wrong one. I was trying to get them to change it in eBay, and I wasn't able to do it. So I had the real tracking number, and then I looked that up, and said that it was still to be delivered here. And I was like, oh man, thank God. So eBay screwed something up on that. Something on their end got screwed up. I don't know. But then so it said I was supposed to come by 7 o'clock today, and I left momentarily, and I had notified some neighbors that I had a package arriving. Could they grab it if they saw it in the mailroom or wherever? And as I was out, I checked the tracking again, and it said it was delivered. And I was like, okay. So I came back and looked it said it was delivered to my mailbox or the mail room, and I checked both places and it wasn't there, and I'm just like, oh my god, this got stolen. And I was pretty kind of just sitting here just really bummed out on my couch, just like, I can't, like, how can I live in this place if, like, how can I have packages delivered here if they keep getting taken? Like, just really bummed out. And after a little bit, I was trying to kind of move on, and then I mean, all hope wasn't necessarily lost, but I texted my neighbors too, and said, hey, it said it was delivered, but I don't have it. Do either one of you guys have it? And nobody got back to me. So I was like, well, I don't know, maybe somebody's got it. Maybe I'll find out later. Then a little bit later, I got a knock on my door. It was my neighbor. He had the package. I don't know if it just seemed like for some reason, it seemed like an ordeal to finally actually get it in my hands, and now I do. So I guess I wanted to make a video on that. I didn't really necessarily need this. I don't have an Apple II. I do all of my gaming currently in emulation, and so I was just something I don't know, I probably splurged on. I just I don't know, I think I was bored at work, or I needed a break, and I was just like, flight simulator obsessed, and I was just doing searches on Flight Simulator 2, and somehow it came up that, you know, this boxed version was available on eBay, and I just did a bit of an impulse buy on it, and I just thought it would be nice to have, you know, an original copy in box, because I'm officially a collector now. It's just kind of funny to me, this whole thing with me and retro gaming all of a sudden over the past couple of years that I've been getting into. I don't know, it's like sort of like I'm taking sort of baby steps more and more in this direction, and you know, at one point I was like, well, I don't ever intend to buy any hardware or anything like that, because I live in a small apartment, I don't have a lot of space. I'm perfectly fine with my little RetroPie box that's like this big, and I mean, I do have a bunch of controllers that are piling up now. Well, I have an Atari Flashback too. That was kind of what got me in the game. That's kind of what started it all for me. Yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of slowly starting to accumulate things, and this is actually the first time I've actually bought any, like, well, it's not the first time I've actually bought some Nintendo cartridges. Now that I remember, I think I bought Ice Hockey. Did I buy? I hope I bought that. I bought a couple of cartridges, Nintendo cartridges, even though I don't have a Nintendo. But it's kind of more with the intention of that eventually I will hopefully own these things. So anyway, that's my story. You know, I mean, like I said, I didn't really need it. I have all of the documentation, the maps and everything, in PDF, and which is real nice. I mean, I don't necessarily need these hard copy maps at all. I just pull up my PDF that has all of the maps for all of the scenery discs and everything, and I don't know about, well, I know I have PDFs for the manuals as well. So I don't know, this was just I don't even know what you would call it, kind of purchase. Frivolous, maybe. I just thought, I'm so like obsessed with this game anymore that I just wanted it. I'm a collector. I think that's what I can say now, is I'm officially a collector of vintage games and vintage computers now. Yeah, I would like to get an Apple II. I've watched like Adrian's Digital Basement channel a lot, and I feel like he's done enough Apple II repairs that I ought to be able to like take a broken one maybe and like fix it based on his videos. At some point I might be able to do that. Yeah, I don't know that I really have anything more to say. It was just, I wanted to do that. It felt like a momentous kind of occasion for me. I wanted to be holding that floppy in my hand. And just a little nostalgia to kind of remember. Since I don't have my originals, as far as I know, I have a small feeling of, I'm holding out a small bit of hope that somewhere in my parents' basement is going to be a treasure trove of all of my old computer gaming stuff that I used to have, which would be really cool. We had this I remember we had a little blue spiral bound notebook, or spiral bound, is that what you say? It's like the kind that, has the ring bindings that like snap in, like 3 bindings, and then and because the scenery discs, when they came, they were this size, and then you had the maps were all in like this size, in like, for whatever that disc was, it would have like a stack of papers of all of the for the maps and the airports and all the airport information in there, so that you could collect all of those into like a notebook. What the hell, a binder. And that's what we had, a little blue one, and so I would put my all the scenery information in those. It seems to me we had another one that just had copies. I don't exactly remember the history, because I feel like some of it, I don't even know how interesting this is, but I like telling these kind of stories. But some of it, it came from, because my dad was a teacher, and he brought a lot of this stuff home. The first Apple II that we had came from school, and we had it on loan for a summer in 1984, as I recall. And then we had a bunch of games, and I feel like Flight Simulator, at some point, the first copy of Flight Simulator we had came from the school, one of his colleagues at school, one of the other teachers or something like that. Or it might have actually been a school copy. And So I remember there was a brown binder that was like fit for 8.5 by 11 pages, and in that had the original maps and stuff like that. And I don't remember, because I don't think that, I just remember there being some of the material that I felt like it didn't belong to us. But either we ended up keeping some of those things, either intentionally or inadvertently. I don't remember. I just remember some of those things coming through. We might have actually ultimately bought a copy of this, because I do remember having the hard copy maps too. I think so. I definitely remember the box. I definitely remember the manuals. We had the manuals. I remember the actual floppy and everything. So I do remember this whole package. So I don't remember if we must have bought a copy of it as well at some point. So it's just nice to have it. Maybe those items will turn up again, doing a deep excavation through my parents' basement someday. But anyway, just for nostalgia's sake, I just wanted to have a copy of it, a hard copy of it. I just thought it'd be really cool. So anyway, that's all I have to say. It's my birthday coming up this week, so it's kind of a early birthday present, if you will. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Blessings be, I hope.